Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak. His name is Mike Brenner. We are the Odds Couple. We come to you from sportsbookreview.com, SBRodds.com. This is the NBA Odds Couple show for Monday, November 14th. Mike Brenner, you did it again. You took a couple of picks on the Saturday NBA card before the Friday games had been played, and they both cashed. The Atlanta first half and the Clippers. Very, very nicely done, Mike Brenner. I'll admit that I wound up going on Minnesota in that one, so that was a terrible play on my part. But
all right.
Congratulations to you. You're absolutely killing it in the NBA. We have a bunch. Let's throw the record up. Mike Brenner, we got a bunch of games on the Monday card here. How are you feeling about this card? Are you feeling like you're maintaining your focus and you're not gonna, you're gonna be able to do it day in and day out?
I feel like I'm maintaining my focus, and the reason being, I tweeted out some plays also, and didn't do particularly well Tuesday, but they're not the kind I would have just focused on for the show. But the reason I think I'm gonna just kind of stay in a groove is because today I'm not forcing it, and I don't see a whole lot. I don't see a whole lot, but I have two spots that I'm really liking.
It is kind of a tricky card. Let's talk about the first one that I'm thinking about giving as a play. The Philly-Houston game. I'm sure you looked at that one.
Sure
Philly
did.
they got a lot of talent. A lot of guys who are getting.
We said it the other day, and you said it. They might be close to getting that first win, and they.
Yeah, they did. They got their first win. They got a lot of guys who are very talented, but having reduced minutes. So you kind of have to pay attention to who's playing what night and who's not. I'm thinking that tonight, at least on the first half, they might be able to hang close with Houston. Houston, obviously a great team, but it is a lot of points. What do you think about Philly tonight? Maybe on the first half.
I wouldn't talk you off it, and that's weird you said it because I wrote that down and had a question mark next to it because even the games that they were losing, they were hanging in there, except for a few where they got blown out. But first halves, they were doing particularly well. I think teams tend to go, you know what, it's Philly, and they kind of come out a little slower. They take that for granted, and especially when they're at home. You got a team like Houston, who's been playing decent ball with Harden. I might jump on it, Pete. I wouldn't talk you off it, so I think you ought to pull that trigger,
it might
pistol.
be a loser, but I'm seeing a 6.5 market wide, except the Chris books are hanging 7, so I'm going to take Philly first half plus 7. And
but what do you think about that? You think teams might look, it's Philly?
No. I mean, I know that they know that they have talent. It's just that no, I don't think they necessarily overlook Philly. It's just the spot that they want to be in.
And like you said too, it's very important because the way that they're resting and playing guys, because they're a young crew. All right, they're deep. That's very important also to find out who is slated to start on that given night.
All right, let me bring up another game that might be a game that you're going to have a play on. We've talked about how New Orleans is a team that's kind of in disarray. Boston is a team that has a lot of talent. They're also banged up, and they need to do better on rebounding.
Well,
but
you said that the other day, and they listened. They must have watched that damn video.
For sure. And, Isaiah Thomas.
You're not the only life coach for me. You're also coaching them.
Horford might be back as well for Boston. And I'm thinking, I don't know about the full game, but I'm thinking first half and first quarter.
Energy.
Maybe full game as well. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm thinking, I'm probably going to jump on board with that first quarter because I think they really picked up some momentum. They know they're good, and again, it was like a quirk. They just had to work it out. But Horford, and I heard Horford really look good the last few days practicing and in warm-ups, and they say he's focused. So, Pete, what is the first half?
The first half is what I'm leaning towards most. It's minus the best line right now would be -1.5, -110.
I will get that. You know what? I'm just going to stick that. I'm going to go with the first half.
Me too. First half -1.5, -110 is the best line. All right, let's look at some of the other games that are interesting. I don't know. OKC, they're coming off of a loss, aren't they? They got beat down by Orlando,
right? I tweeted that out yesterday, and you know what? You had Victor Oladipo plays for OKC now, and on the other side of that, you have Serge Ibaka, who now plays for Orlando, okay? Well, I figured Oladipo would be the one to shine because Ibaka kind of went silent last few years and all that. Well, guess what? He came out just storming and going crazy. They beat the daylights out of them. I don't know. I think that might be a bounce-back spot for him. Pete, what do you think?
I don't know. That's a 10-foot pole game for me. It's
me
an
too.
interesting
I'm not
one.
using it, but the fact that you brought it up.
Yeah. And then another game that I'm thinking about, Brooklyn and the Clippers. We know the Clippers are playing a great defense.
I've had a good read on them Clips.
Really, And, it's a big spread here. I'm thinking, though, that Brooklyn's maybe overachieved offensively a little bit. I'm thinking about under on this one. What do you think about that one? I'm thinking about under be 214.5. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that might be Brooklyn's got to buckle down. They got 4 wins, and when they found out in those 4 wins, they buckled down underneath, and the defense played the part. So with that being said, I don't
Tough
know. The
one,
Clippers are at home. It's going to be a late game for them.
Yeah, great team. You know, I will take it. I'll throw it on there. Under 214 and a half, minus 102 is the Pinnacle line right now.
I will be using the Clippers, but it's going to be on a 3-team teaser.
Okay.
We'll get to that later.
All right. Well, let's hear what your picks are. What other picks you have for us, Mike Brenner?
There's one I love. I love this play. I don't know what the half is right now, but I like the direction the Utah Jazz are going, especially with Hayward back. They're at home. They have a presence, all right? And I want to see what the first half is tonight, Pistol Pete. I'm going to pull the trigger, baby.
Utah's covered 6 out of their last 8. Memphis has lost 4 in a row ATS. So what do you like here? The first half?
I love the first half.
Yeah, and Utah's one of these teams where when they've been playing teams where you think, maybe I'll go against them. It's not a great spot for Utah. They have that toughness, internal toughness where they still play well on the road, play well as a favorite, play well in tough spots. Pretty impressive team.
Quinn Snyder. He's a great coach, buddy. Remember him from Duke?
Yeah,
he played for Duke.
For the best line we can give Utah right now, first half would be 3.5 minus 105.
Pistol. I love that play. I am really, really solid with that. So, I'm taking Boston on the half. I'm taking Jazz on the half, and then I got a teaser. And that's all
let's hear
I'm
the
doing
teaser.
tonight.
Okay, we'll give you the bet online 4.5 minus 110.
No,
is that what you want?
Go with 3 teams. So I'm thinking of taking a 6 point. But
6 points. All right, I can check later on what the bet online line would be for that. But so you want 6 points and 3 teams.
And 3 teams.
All right. Why don't you tell us what those are?
Absolutely. It's going to be the Clippers. It's going to be the Spurs. And the Utah Jazz.
The
Clippers, I like the Spurs in that spot.
Okay.
Matter of fact, Pistol Pete, what's the first half for the Spurs tonight against the Heat? I have it written down.
The first half for the Spurs.
Is it still 6.5?
First of all, let me give you the at bet online. So you want 6 points, 3 teams.
Yes.
6 points, 3 teams. Let me just go down here. Basketball. 6 points. Okay.
Here we
3
go.
teams. 6 points for would be plus 160.
Oh. Okay. I love it.
For basketball.
Yep.
Wait a minute. Basketball. Wait a minute.
You sure?
3 teams. 3 teams, 6 points, plus 120. Sorry, plus 120.
Okay, I was getting a little
sorry,
excited.
Very
there.
sorry,
my
very
God,
sorry.
I know Bet Online has good teasers, but that is phenomenal.
Basketball, 3 teams, 6 points, plus 120. Okay,
exactly.
Okay.
Yep. And again, that's Clippers, Spurs, and the Jazz, guys.
Okay,
I'm clipping,
Clippers, Spurs, and the Jazz.
Clicking on all cylinders with those teasers, so jump on board.
Sorry, just had to look at the chart
I'm
here.
glad you did.
All right, now what's the
Spurs first half is it still 6.5 at home against the Heat?
First half. Spurs first half is 6.5. Yes, minus 105 is the Pinnacle line.
And you know what? I got to do it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I'm real
Spurs
sure.
are getting healthier for
They're
sure.
getting healthier. And the bottom line, Miami's having some difficulty really, I'm noticing, staying consistent from the arc, and then they try to push it underneath when they're not doing, and they're pressuring and they're letting teams know what they're doing is what I'm saying. It makes it easy to defend them. All right. I think the Spurs tonight really, really find themselves. I'm jumping on it. It's going to be my next play. Pull the trigger, Pistol. Spurs first half.
Okay, Spurs first half minus 6.5, minus 103. All right, that sounds good. I'm also.
Do you have anything else?
No, I'm vaguely thinking about, along with that Boston one, I'm vaguely thinking about the Pelicans team total under 103.5. I'm just not sure they're going to be.
I wouldn't talk you off of that because, man, that's a. I got a feeling there's a coach heading out the door there soon. Gentry, yeah, I really do. Read some news. He's just having a hard time. It's not his fault because of the health and the injuries, but man, Anthony Davis is looking for a trade. That's what I heard. His agent's trying to already find a way to shop him. Come on, man.
All right, I'll throw that on there. Under 103.5, minus 107 is the Pinnacle line right now for the Pelicans. You think I'm pushing too hard here?
No, I don't.
I think
I don't,
Boston's going to have to play some defense, but I think they'll be able to. All right, I guess that's about it, Mike Brenner.
I'm going to review what I got.
Review.
All right, I'm going Spurs first half minus 6.5 at home against the Heat. I'm going Jazz. I love this play. First half minus 3.5. I'm going Boston on the first half, and that was minus
1.5.
1.5.
Yeah.
And to wrap it up, it's a 3-team, 6-point teaser through Bet Online. Clippers, Spurs, and the Jazz.
All right, right now the Clippers are 14.5, the Jazz are 6.5, and the Spurs 11.5.
Exactly. So I'm going to be at 5.5 on Spurs, 8.5 Clips, and minus a half a point on the Jazz.
Good. All right.
And don't forget, guys, Tuesday, tune in. We're going to be doing a Periscope from the Nitro Garage. All right, Brenner's back at the Nitro Garage. USA versus Costa Rica in a soccer game, and we're going to have a little bash.
Okay, that sounds good. I'm going to try my hardest.
You better be there.
I don't need to remind you. It is college basketball season, Mike Brenner.
Here we go.
You know, I actually short-circuited Sunday morning a little bit. I did.
Okay.
I mean, I recovered, but I short-circuited because I tried to handicap every college basketball game.
Every single one. Yeah.
I was only out of commission for about 15 minutes, but
sounds good,
all right, I'll try to make that one on Tuesday. All right, Mike Brenner. Good luck tonight.
Yes.
We'll be back tomorrow for the Tuesday card.
Can't wait.
Research before you bet. Be sure to check out SBR Picks for the best game predictions, breakdowns, and much, much more.